From the north side of Chicago, Wrigley Field. A great night for baseball ahead on the show. It's the Tampa Bay Rays and the Chicago Cubs. Just about to get underway. Chandler Simpson now at the plate. And we're underway here in the home opener. Kelly. He takes it on his own. One out in the top of the first. In the air, right field. 2 up, 2 down. Junior Caminero next to hit for the Rays.
Number 13, Junior Caminero.
Now a step off the rubber to reset. That's to third. Bregman whips it to first. That's the third out. Digging in, Jorge Polanco. Swing and a foul out of play. That one fouled off. This one in the air, center field. Mullins under it, and there's one down.
Ball inside. Yep, that ball went out.
Out there on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball. 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
And that one is in for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
2 down, base is empty. And now the batter is Carson Kelly.
Yeah.
Foul ball. Two down, nobody on. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. And the inning is over. Top of the second, and stepping in for the Rays, Gunnar Henderson. In the air, center field. Crow Armstrong has a beat on it. Diving, makes the grab.
Just an incredible play to sacrifice his body. He's all in for this thing.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. And into second with one away. That's a double.
Wastes no time there. Nice job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly.
Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. Probably ruled a pass ball as the runner moves up to third. Pitch gets away. Shaw down to first. Throws sails on him, and it takes off down the line. Runners at the corners here. One away. Yainer Diaz digs in now, trying to get the Rays on the board.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
2 on, 1 out. Outside low, and now it's even 1-1. Fouled off. He was late. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 1-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it.
Got him. Dave Lawrence rings him up. Yeah, that's fouled off. In the dirt, but no advance from the runners. The Rays looking to strike first here at the top of the second.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Off the mark there. Full count now.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Out towards right center field. Crow Armstrong should have this one. And that's the 3rd out. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Seiya Suzuki. A little out front there as he swings through it.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Swings here and blasts one left field. That one carrying. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. He flexes his power with that swing. The Cubs strike first. It's 1-0.
He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the lob, and gets the home run.
That one ripped, but foul. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
But you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Struck him out swinging. And that's the 1st out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Dansby Swanson, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. Dansby Swanson blasts one out. It's their 2nd home run of the inning, and they tack one on the board. It's 2-0.
For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
Foul ball there. That catches the zone for a strike, and the count is 0-2. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Simpson under this one. And there are 2 down. So up now for Chicago, Matt Shaw. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. That is the inning. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton, and stepping in for the Rays, Jake Fraley.
Well, these Rays definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Strike 2. And a swing and a miss. 1 up, 1 down. On the ground, right side. Polanco throws to first in time. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd. Yandy Diaz now. Check swing called strike. And it's 0-1. Out to short. The throw to first. 3rd out, and that ends. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Shortened the bunt and missed it. 0-1. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Cubs, the second baseman, Jorge Polanco.
Henderson. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd. Here's Alex Bregman. Struck out swinging his first time.
That's a good miss off the inside part of the plate. You'd much rather miss there than out over the plate where this guy could do some real damage. Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
That one ripped left field. Way back there. It's got a chance. Hauls it in on the warning track. As we go to the top of the 4th, and stepping in for the Rays, Junior Caminero.
Ball 1. Hey!
Ground ball up the middle, and that one finds its way through. So a man on base to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Check swing, but he went too far. Strike 1. Here's a rocket to right field. And there's one down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And it finds its way through for a hit.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
In the dirt. Nothing happening as the count evens at 1. Runners at first and second with one gone. Top half of inning number 4. Strike 2.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Yainer Diaz next to hit for the Rays. Struck out swinging his first time. Tap foul at the plate. And that one fouled off.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way.
To second, Polanco. And he has thrown 4. Bottom 4, now the Cubs catcher, Carson Kelly.
Ball, that's in. Ball 2.
The 2-1. Just
Ball
off the inside edge. On the ground to the left, and it stays fair. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's
the new pitcher in the game, Garrett Clevenger.
Just trying to keep this close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Ball 1, no strikes. Kelly aboard here at first with nobody out. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Ball, that's inside.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Here's a 2-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. 1 out man at first. Now it'll be the Cubs DH, Hunter Goodman.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
In the dirt. The 1-0.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Reaching for it, makes the catch.
Ball, that's outside.
Steps off, checks the runner at first. 1-1 now.
Nope, that's inside.
And a foul ball. Here's a 2-2. Got him swinging. Ready now for the 5th inning, and stepping in for the Rays, Cedric Mullins. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left.
Well, these Rays, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
To the right side, Polanco. Oh, a great flip. Nicely done for the out. So the Rays batting order turns over. Chandler Simpson getting ready to hit. This one in the air, center field. Crow Armstrong gets under it, and that'll do it. Back here at the friendly confines, Ian Happ up to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Cubs, the first baseman, number 6, Matt Shaw.
And a foul ball. In the air, left field. Simpson takes it in for the out. 2 away now. Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Went down on strikes his first time through. Squares to bunt, but that rolls foul. 2 down, nobody on. Bunting, but that's a foul ball. Oh, and 2 now. Swing and a miss, struck him. All set for the top of the 6th. At the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Yandy Diaz. This one smacked out to left center. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the third baseman, number 13, Junior Caminero.
Swing and a ground ball. Oh, great stop. Over to first. Oh, he can't hang on to the throw. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard. Big spot, and up steps Gunnar Henderson. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
The Cubbies trying to protect a 2-run lead, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Line drive, base hit. Runner around third, fires it to the plate. Safe at home, and the runner scores from second, and they trail by 1. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Daniel Palencia.
And never an easy situation coming in with runners at second and third. He's got a base to work with, so he doesn't have to be perfect, but he does have to make some quality pitches.
That one in triple digits.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he
got him swinging for the K. Huge strikeout there. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Brendan Donovan. Swing and a miss. And that is strike one. Late with the swing there.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive it
in the air, right field. Oh, he misses it. It drops. One runs in. Another comes in to score.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the catcher, Yainer Diaz.
Check swing called strike. Strike one. And that one fouled off. Battling here as he fouls it away. Outside low. And the count 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Cedric Mullins will hit next. Hard hit to third. Bregman to first. That ends the inning. Well, we go bottom six. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Jorge Polanco.
Inside ball.
Out to short. Henderson. In plenty of time to first. One away, bottom of the sixth. There's a swing and a drive. That one back there, and that's a foul ball. Home team down a run here in the bottom of the sixth.
Inside, ball one. Ball in.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Stays alive. The 2-2. And he can't come up with it. Still manages a throw, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. Here's the catcher, Carson Kelly. And that one hammered and foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. And he swings through that one.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
And the 0-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Gets a piece and stays alive. Here's the 0-2. Good job to fight that one off. Up the middle, and it's through for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Timing on the swing was good.
So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Mason Miller.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton. Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving through a walk or just a base hit. But you got to stay within yourself.
Swing and a miss. Top of inning number 7, and stepping in for the Rays, Jake Fraley. In the air, left field. Hack snags it on the run. One pitch and one out.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Lined into left center, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back.
Runner on the move. It's a pitch out. Throw, save. Man at second. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. He's got it. Runner tags at second. Now up for Tampa Bay, Junior Caminero. And fouled off.
That's a ball.
2 outs and a runner at third. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Flails at that one. Set for the last half of the 7th. And here's the DH for the Cubs, Hunter Goodman. That one at triple digits.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity. That's a really good take.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Ball, that's in.
Couldn't connect with 101 at the knees. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. Yes, he did. Down he goes on strikes. So up next, Ian Hack. Nice grab. And very nicely done for the out. Here at Wrigley Field, and stepping in for the Rays, Gunnar Henderson. Swings through that one out in front that time. Liner, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. That is strike 2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Henderson on at first. Nobody out. Here's the pitch. Runner on the goal. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Brendan Donovan. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
And it's second. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 0-2 now. Fights it off. He'll see another. The 0-2. strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the catcher,
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Man on second, 2 down. Line to left. Can't get there, and that should bring in the run. In comes the run from second. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Got the job done to put him up by 2. It's always fun to see a double rip down the line. That one just barely stayed fair, so that was a good call by the umpire. He was all over it.
Check swing. He held up, and the count is 1-1. Pitch kicks away. And the runner holds. Runner at second, 2 down, and we're in the top of the 8th. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Coming home. The throw in. Tag. Too late. He scores. And they lead by 3.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. I know that was a ground ball, but
runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. And
he made it safe.
It's a stolen base. Next offering is fouled back. The 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. High fly ball, right field. Suzuki under it. And that is that. Back here at Wrigley Field, ready for the bottom of the 8th. Michael Busch now at the plate. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
You know, these Cubs being a little too patient at the plate in this game. They found themselves behind in the count quite a bit. They're trying to be patient, but it's mostly resulting in outs, not base runners. And you could argue it's making things more difficult at the plate. I mean, they're getting hittable pitches. That's why they're called strikes. But going back to the dugout, knowing you could have done something with what you got is frustrating for hitters.
Henderson over to first in time. Now 2 away. So back to the top of the order at the plate. Jorge Polanco. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
1-2 here.
That's in. Ball 2.
Drilled in the air out towards right center. Mullins on his horse. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Back here at the friendly confines. Here's the Rays leadoff hitter.
Now pitching for the Cubs, number 45, Hunter Harvey.
Check swing to the first pitch. Look down to third. And yes, he offered at it. Out towards right center field. Suzuki coming on. And a quick out, number 1. That one fouled off. Bregman scoops it up off the dirt. Great pick. They get out number 2 on a tough play. Out to short. Swanson fires over to first. Here at Wrigley Field, all set for the bottom of the 9th. Alex Bregman digs in now.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
That one at triple digits. On the ground, right side, Aranda. He'll do it himself, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th. This one in the air right field. And a couple of quick outs. One out left for the Cubs. Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. On the ground, out to short. To first, but it pulls him off the bag. 0 for 3 in this one.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in it.
On the ground, and this should do it. Ball game.
Out.
And your final score, 5-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.